Oh, I see right now at the present moment it's 10:10, y'all. Nobody's in here with me right now, but hey, I don't need nobody around to do what I got to do. You know, character, true character means uh, being who you are, or acting when no one is around. You know, when no one is around, acting like you got morals and values and standards and showing who you are about yourself. When no one is around, that's true character. Um, and so right now I see that it's 10:10, and that means I started this live off pretty right. I didn't plan that, and y'all know every time I see my angel numbers, it's time for me to do my mantra to remind me of the mind frame that I constantly want to be in, and the journey that I want to take, and the destination that I'm striving to reach before I leave this earth. All right? So, with that being said, everything that I ever wanted will be given to me. I have the best life, health, wealth, strength, success. I am prosperous in all of my endeavors. I am building an empire to leave behind a legacy to take care of my family, immediate and extended, for generations and generations and generations and generations to come. That's 4 generations. My cup will runneth over, and overflow shall be for the homeless, the underprivileged youth, and the people on my peripheral that's helping me to push forward towards productivity and progression. Knowing that these things is coming to fruition for me, for my mother, father, Lord, God, source, assured me that if I stay aligned with it, it will send me other blue dot alignment with the resources to help me manifest my heart's desires with the righteous intent. Kum fayakum, kum fayakum, kum fayakum, and that means be, and so it is. Well, then, so you must be the change that you wish to see. That means act like you know. If you know, then it's your responsibility to do. So act like you know, all right? It's your responsibility. Be, and so it is, all right? Hallelujah. In the holy name of the Most High Yahweh, peace and love. Go back to school. That's my mantra. Now let me call this lady real fast before she keep interfering with my live. Real fast. I know she don't mean no harm. But I got to call her right now. Give me a minute, y'all. Okay, I'm back. I'm back. Give me a minute. Pause for one quick second. This is important. Oh, Lord. The call is so important, but you're not answering, lady. All right, hold on one second, y'all. Hold 1 second. I'm sorry about this interrupt. Just hold tight. I got y'all. Just hold. Peace and love. How you doing, darling? Grand Rising. Same thing I was eating yesterday, potato chips. Actually, they are Doritos. The thing I went viral, holding holding many Doritos in my hand with all the millions of views. But yeah, I wanted to let you know I'm in the middle of a live right now, and I want to finish the live, and then I'm gonna call you back immediately. I meant to call you before the live, but it was so deep in my mind of the message that I wanted to put out, and today is my birthday, so I kind of wanted to get this done first. Oh wow! Okay, then guess what? I'm gonna give you this moment right now. I ain't gonna rush then. Hey, y'all hold tight. YouTube, y'all hold tight. Give me a minute. All right. No, I'm here. I'm here. I'm here. I'm not going to intercept what you called to do. All right, I'm here. Come on, let me have it. Wait, hold on.
Derek? Okay, Beyond's on the line, and I'm trying to merge in the other calls too, but wanted to wish him a happy birthday. He's on alive right now, so he was like, just go ahead and merge it in. So I told, here he is, so you can wish him a happy birthday as well. But I told him we'll talk after his live. Hold on, I'm trying to merge everybody in.
Okay.
Peace and love, everybody. How you doing, sir?
Hey, happy birthday to you.
Hey, man, I appreciate that, man. Many, many more to come. I wish and hope and pray. And I appreciate y'all for just finding me important enough to reach out and let me and tell me happy birthday, man. I appreciate that.
I can't merge everybody else in because I took Derek's call I'm sorry. So we'll all reconnect back with you though.
For sure, it's all good. What I'm gonna do is I'm doing a video right now about my birthday, my mom, and the energy on the planet right now between adults and children and parents and children, and how it's like just a little tug of war. And I want to help us with that. You know what I mean? So I'm doing a video because my claim to fame and why I went viral is about me being homeless. But another thing was the upbringing between me and my mother and my grandmother raising me. And so I see a lot of things that I can speak power to because I went through it. And then I look at the I look over social media yesterday and I see Master P is going through something with his son. And it's just something right now that I think we all need to put our attention on. We all are focusing on business and money and power and all this type of stuff, but we're letting the things that matter most to us dwindle away for our pursuit of money and business, So I just want to address that real fast on my birthday, talking about my past experiences with my mother, my grandmother raising me, and the things that we could do better to kind of like make a better community for us all. So I'm going to wrap this up. And then I'll reach back out to y'all as soon as the video is done.
That's good.
Sounds good.
All right, thank y'all very much, and I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for the birthday shout outs and stuff like that. I appreciate you.
You're welcome.
Peace and love. All right, I'm back, y'all. So sorry about that. That was an important phone call that I needed to take. That's a lady out of Texas who's reaching out to me to strive to help out in whatever ways that she can. So I had to give her my attention, but give me a moment because we're going to get this out. Appreciate you, Joaquin. Thank you, my guy. Can I get y'all to share this live real fast for me, please? Okay, let me read the chat. Good God Almighty, let me read the chat. What's up, No Cash? I joined your Bigo live. That Bigo is different, bro. Oh yeah, Sean Parks. It is. Only follow me because it's crazy over there, and I'll explain that later. I don't want to get sidetracked from this live right now because I really didn't plan what I'm gonna say, and I didn't have nothing jotted down. I just got some stuff that I'm a reference to because there's a message that I want to deliver or convey to children that are going through stuff with their parents and don't know how to get through to the parents and don't know whether they can talk to the parents. All right. And then I want to talk to parents that are going through things with their children and don't know how to deal with the children and don't know how to, it's okay to don't know how to do something. We all are not perfect. So give me a minute. Let me read these comments again. Thank you, Paul, for saying I have a great speech. I'm doing well, Paul. When you back in the studio, Luther Lex, I don't know when I'm back in the studio. I don't have a budget, very much support, and very little studios to get into. So I'm working with myself and behind the scenes to get things going towards in the near future. I can get y'all some music and stuff from the content. Good morning, Cashiers. What's going on, Kyle? Grand Rising, welcome forward. I don't say good morning, but I do say Grand Rising. Grand Rising to you, welcome forward. Business moves, that's what's up. Wakeef, thank you for the birthday shout out. Just wanted to say peace and blessings. Peace and love to you, my guy, for sure. Peace and love. You know what it is. Thank y'all for the birthday wishes. New jams on the block. Thank you. I appreciate y'all so much. Now y'all getting me a little bit sidetracked from what I wanted. Well, let's just do that real fast. It's my birthday. It's my birthday. It's my birthday. Go no cash. It's my birthday. Go no cash. It's my birthday. Go no cash. It's my birthday. It's my birthday. It's my birthday. It's for real, not for play. It's for real, not for play. Go no cash. Go no cash. Go no cash. It's my birthday. Okay. Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday to me. Oh, happy birthday to the homie No Cash.
Go back
Happy birthday to me and many more. Okay, now, happy birthday to me. Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday. Yeah, happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to me. Okay, now that we got that out of the way, because I don't want to downplay my birthday. I woke up today feeling rejuvenated, energized, very good. And I know that it's my birthday, but it's not all about me and my birthday. It is my birthday, but I want those to celebrate with. I think about my loved ones. My daughter called me, the first to tell me happy birthday. My grandkids. I just think about togetherness, right? And how we should be a village of unity and harmony for each other. And to say that we have been living as a race of people for so many hundreds and thousands of years, and we have not gotten a system together to where as though we can sustain and aid and assist one another within our villages is sad. So happy birthday to me, and I appreciate y'all for all the birthday gifts. And if anybody want to give me anything, hey, my cash app is $KNOWCASH 444. That's only 3 4s, not 4 4s, because there's a fake cash app out there that set up account much like mine, because they kind of want to trick people to send whatever's meant for me to them. But please remember, no cash, KNOWCASH 444. That's only 3 4s. Okay. And if you want to bless me for my birthday, I mean, I lost my job about a week ago. My mom is in the hospital, had surgery. She's in intensive care twice. I think it's life threatening and life altering, but she's taking it pretty well. I went to see her yesterday. I'm going to see her today. And so I just wanted to let y'all know there's a lot going on in the world, right? But we need to be attentive to certain things. And the main thing that we need to be attentive on is our village, which is our children, right? And what made me think of this today, and yeah, I'm eating my Doritos, world famous man, went viral with the Doritos. But what made me think to put this message together today on my birthday? Because it's my special day. And I feel like there's a special thing, a special message that I need to put together and put out to the world on this day. Not another day. I don't want to wait. On this day. It's not going to dampen my birthday. It's not going to make me bitter, because this is not a bitter message. Sometimes, though, in order to heal, we have to peel back that scab. And it hurts sometimes peeling back scabs. But when you peel back the scab, you allow the wound to breathe. You allow the wound to heal. And sometimes it takes those ones that are strong and brave and knowledgeable enough to get down in the trenches with you and help you heal. All right. And so that's the role that I want to take today on my birthday, to leave y'all with a special message, because I think it's time for this message. Y'all know that I came to social media as a homeless man facing the adversity of homelessness, right? And I'm still doing that. I think I'm doing that very well. I still don't have my own home. I'm living a nomadic life, but the homelessness is not that much of an adversity that I can't see myself moving forward. I'm closed in my right mind. I have my life, health, strength. All my limbs are working. I'm pretty intelligent. I have talents and gifts. I'm passionate about things, and I still have the will to do. So I'm okay when it comes to that adversity. But another one of my adversities that you guys know a lot about, that I've suffered with and went through, is the things that I've gone through with my mother and my upbringing. But it's not sad. We have to go through these things and get through these things in order to be a message for someone else. We have to go through the mess in order to make it a message for someone else. We have to go through the test in order to make it a testimony for someone else. And so I just want to say, y'all watched a lot of the ups and the downs from the beginning of this thing, from me not having a job, me coming out being homeless, not having much business about myself, much finances. So therefore, people do not take well to those type of people. In our community, we shun the broke people. You broke, what the fuck you gonna tell me? Oh, you broke, you can't sit with us. Oh, broke niggas don't deserve no pussy. I know that's right. Oh, broke, oh, you broke. When really, all of us as black melanated, or as melanated Aboriginal, indigenous, Native Americans of this earth, of this land, we all came from nothing. We were all put through adversities and atrocities that caused us stress, depression. But soon as we get 2 cents over lunch money, soon as we get enough money to where we can get to smelling ourselves, we're neglecting people, places, and things that are near and dear to us. Now, me and my mom are on a good track now. I'm actually in my mother's house. This is her decorations right here. I'm in her kitchen. See there? Kitchen. All right. I feel like it's a very unfair and sad situation that I can be here in her home, enjoying her home on my birthday while she's away in the hospital. Just suffered a surgery, a very intense surgery. It was supposed to be for 1 day, and she's still in the hospital right now in intensive care. So this video is not about me and my mom. I'm just letting some of the newer ones that may be just watching this video that don't know, I've had these same issues that I'm talking about going on in my life. Me and my mom are on my YouTube channel with our adversities that we've been going through. Police being called, me being kicked out, all type of stuff. But look where I'm at now. Because I know and understand the importance of family. No matter what you're going through, no matter what you got to get through, and you got to remember who's important, what's most important, right? And so today, I feel like I want to give a message to the world, because the person closest to the problem should be the one that helps with the solutions or help figure out the solutions. Because if you don't know, or if you can't identify with what the problem is, then you don't really know what the solution should or could be. But the person who has been going through this thing and experiencing this much more than you, they are the closest to the problem, which should be the person that should help find and identify the solutions. And I'm close to this problem right here that we're going to talk about today. And I don't want to be long-winded about it, but it's a very touchy subject and it's very needed right now. So I'm going to be the one to usher it in. I've been watching social media, right? And I saw that Master P. But no, first, before I go there, before that even happened, right? I was on my Facebook page and I follow this he's a successful guy. Um, I would like to call him a friend, but I met him through a friend. He's a friend of a friend, but he's my friend as well. Now, his name is Albert Siplin. Shouts out to Albert Siplin. He got Big Boys Toys down there in North Carolina, and I follow him on Facebook, right? So real briefly, I'm gonna read to y'all what the post that I followed him on, what it said, right? And it touched my heart, because that my mother is going through what she's going through right now and can't really do much for herself, let alone us. I mean, it's called the House of Toys. My bad. His store is called the House of Toys out there in North Carolina. He also is a jack of all trades. He do a lot of things. He's in the real estate, got nice properties. He does great quote unquote business, if you will. He's all about his paper, and I understand that and I respect that. All right. So that's why I follow the guy. Let's just make that known. So I looked on his page the other day and I saw that he shared a post that said, I gotta go find it because I'm gonna show it to y'all. Seeing is believing. Okay. I saw this post right here. And it said, look at it. It's probably backwards, right? It's probably backwards right here. But I'm going to read it. I'm going to leave it here just so y'all can see that I'm not lying. Albert Sipley. You see that? Now, what it says is, my mama still do all she can do for us. And we grown. I love and appreciate you, mommy. And this is a grown-ass man, over 40 years old, with his own family that he loves and take care of like a real man should. I mean, from a outside looking in, this is what I see. And even though he's still a man of his own and taking care of his own family, he find the time to make a post to say, my mama still do all she can do for us, and we grown. That's the part that stuck out to me. I love and appreciate you, mama. Gratitude is the greatest emotion you can emit to the universe. This is gratitude that he's given to his mother for saying she does all she can do for them, and they stay grown. That hit different. It hit different, and I liked it, and I shared it, and I said it must be nice. Let me go to what I shared, because I want to say exactly what happened, because this is hitting home for me. But I feel like who better to talk about it and help others at this time, because we can help people on the low level and the higher ups, because it's going on in a lot of families. So give me a moment, give me a minute, give me a quick minute. I got you. I shared it and I said, it must be nice, big family. A real parent's duty. Treasure it while it lasts, fam. And it just touched my heart that a grown-ass man is saying that his mom is still, as him being a grown-ass man with riches of his own in the family, his mom is still doing all that she can do in his life. When he's running his business, what I do know about this man, one thing I learned about him, and what made it stick out to my heart, this post, is that he has a restaurant business. And his mom actually cooks in the kitchen in his restaurant. Now, I would think you wouldn't want your mom to be cooking in the kitchen because you don't want mom to have all that be on her feet all that long time or whatever like this and stuff like that, right? You don't want mom to have all this burden and stuff to deal with, but his mom works the kitchen. It's not a duty or work to her. To me, this is what it says. This is what she's been groomed to do. She's good at it. She's a professional at it. And so he wants other people to experience his mom's cooking, so he put mom in over the kitchen. And she do it with no complaints, no problems. It touched my heart and I shared it, right? And I began to ask myself, what is it about parents that have it figured out that knows that their kids are theirs for the duration of their whole life. You don't you don't rear your kids up to be 18, 19, 20, 21 year old and then you let them go. And you don't raise kids, y'all. You raise cattle. You raise animals. You rear children. And that's the problem. A lot of us has been raised by the wrong people. We've been raised by people instead of being reared and taught the right way on how to live, how to be there for one another, how to be a village, how to bring unity, togetherness. You know, a lot of times you cannot love if you don't know how to love. If you were not taught to love, you don't know how to love yourself. And if you don't love yourself, you can't love nobody else. Okay? So now I showed y'all the post that got me on this journey. And this was a few days ago. And then just yesterday, I opened up my live and I saved it because I want y'all to see this stuff. You can't make this up. And nobody in social media, on social media land, is talking about it like this because people like to sweep stuff like this under the rug or overlook it. But when you do that, you got a bigger mess to deal with later. And that's what my message is today. Hold on. I was looking at Brother Master P. Shouts out to Master P. I want to say, first of all, that me and my mother are on a great page. And any of you who is going through problems or situations with your parents or loved ones in your life, any family member, it can be fixed if y'all tap into love. If y'all learn to love each other with an agape love and know that no money, no house, no business, no car, nothing on this world, on this earth should mean more to you than your family. If you got that kind of love for each other, y'all can get through anything. But let me tell you what touched my heart right here. I was on social media and I follow Master P. And hold on, give me a second. Master P, I'm gonna go to his page so y'all can hear that too. Master P is going through something with his son, Romeo. I don't really know the technicalities of their issues. I don't even want to exploit that and talk too much about that, although it's all over the tabloids and all over the media this morning, today. But I'm not here to talk about this to make fun of anyone, myself, Master P, or anybody that I'm about to mention in this Romeo, or anybody that I'm about to mention in this video. I just want y'all to get a lesson learned from what I'm about to show y'all, because we got to be more attentive to the signs of the times that we're living in order to do better by ourselves. Master P was recorded saying this, y'all.
Because I got to get out of character and put this on the internet, which I don't want to do. But I try to call my son. People say, why you call? I did. He don't call back. It's been months. So my question is to Romeo. Like, if you've been in the business for long as you've been in, and you're a 30-something-year-old man.
He been in the business. Keep in mind, he say business.
Watching me hustle and do my thing. Why you not where you want to be at? Because that means you're not listening. That means you want to do your own thing. You done brought your own circle of people. But you can't get mad at me, because I really thought this was about, the only reason I entertained this on social media, I thought this was about the DJ Twitch post I put up. And I thought this was about my daughter's death. I thought you was grieving. Mental illness is real. But I want to tell all the people out there that just don't understand how bad my heart hurt. Romeo lost a sister, but I lost a daughter. And for any parent that's going through this, because I know death, it bring people closer together or it tear them apart. But I come from nothing, y'all. And I could go back. I'm cool with it. I won't be angry at God. I won't be upset. I won't go get mad and be disrespectful to my parents and none of that stuff. I just say, Dad, thank you for putting me in this world, now to get out and hustle and go do my thing. But that's the problem. When you take kids and you kind of like protect them from the real struggle and the pain, and you don't allow them to deal with their own consequences. And then when they grow older, you never gave me nothing. At 30-something, man, people could go back and look. You've been shining for a long time, son. All you got to do is pick up the phone and call me or come to the house and holler at me. The saddest thing about this is what the people want to see.
Did you hear what he just said? All you got to do, I don't want to play too much of that video, but he just told his son, all you got to do is pick up the phone and call me. Come to the house. The doors are open. He's not shutting his son off. He's not shunning his son. Pay attention. I went and I looked at a post that he made. Oh, Lord, where is it at? Don't tell me he took it down. Damn, he took the post down, y'all. Anyway, it was something that he wrote to Romeo. And he didn't move it, right? I guess he's embarrassed about going through the test, right? This is a test for Master P. This is a test for Romeo. A lot of us are going through tests, going through a lot of mess these days, and we don't understand why and how to deal with these things. And even Master P, somebody with all the money that you would like to have, somebody who gave his kids, feel like he just said, sheltered them so they wouldn't have to go through much of nothing, and gave them what they needed, you know, but he's not perfect. And he said that in that video. Master P said, I'm not perfect and I don't know it all as a parent. And that's what I'm touching on in this video right here. This is the important part, that if y'all know Master P, share this video with Master P, share this video with Romeo, share this video with anybody who you know who's going through family problems with their parents, or family problems with their children. It's not a lopsided thing. We all, whether we have children or not, we are someone's child. That's how we got into this world. This message is not only to people who have children. This message is to us all, because we all are a part of the village. And if we all don't sit down and get this right, we all are doomed. Okay? This shit is getting to be kind of crazy for me, because on my low level, with me not having my life together, my business right, money, and my shit together with my personal immediate family, with me and my kids, right? It hurts me to know that higher business people who have money, marbles, and chalk, millions, right, and billions, are going through the same thing. Now, what does that tell me? There's an issue that we all are missing. There's something we all are overlooking. And the best way to learn how to do a thing or how to live life is to be instructed, to have the best advice, to have the best know-how, knowledge and wisdom of how to live. And I'm going to ask y'all a question. What is the best advice or instructions today known to man that we all should be able to agree upon, that no matter whether we agree with everything about it or not, this is some of the best instructions that has been left on earth for us to go by? What is that? I'm asking y'all a question. And then I'm going to get going. I'm going to keep going because there's more to this message. And I want to get it out rather quickly. But y'all answer me in the comment section. What is the best way for us to get instructions pertaining to life these days? On the best way and knowing how to live life to the fullest and at the best that we can. What is the best instructions that we have here? Are y'all still here with me or not? And if not, I'll just go ahead and answer this thing and get it on over with, because I want to interact with the few people that are here with me, but this message is bigger than the few people that are here and me. So I'm not going to hold it up, all right? The best instructions to me to this day would be the Bible. Now, you may not be a Christian. You may not believe in God. You may not believe a lot of things. You may be very doubtful when it comes to a whole lot of religious stuff. But that book, that Bible, that basic instructions before leaving earth, that Bible, left us some good literature and content in there for us to go by. And if we don't overlook it, we all can come out in a better situation if we was just being guided by that. Now, this video said, guardians, for God's sake, do not wind up like the rich fool. Why did I say guardians? Because you don't have to be a parent to help take care of children. As a matter of fact, the village that help it's an African proverb that said, an Egyptian proverb that says, it takes a village to raise a child, not just mother and father. So when mother and father don't know it all, they don't know it all. We know that no mother and father on earth knows it all. They can just put their best foot forward to do the best that they can for themselves and their family. Some of them don't know how to put the best foot forward, right? But in their ignorance, there's things that's going to transpire. Now, how do we get in the know of how to do things correctly when it comes to our family? Go back to that Bible. Now, I'm gonna go to this little note. I'm not notes. I had something marked here. And I wanted to read something to y'all because I'm not gonna make this long and drawn out, but I do want y'all to understand the warning that we should heed to, and the message at hand. The things that we should be focusing on and doing these days is more so than focusing on business, Bitcoin. Matter of fact, before I even do that, I'm gonna go back to Master P's page, because this is what I understand Master P gave his son a lot. He was a great father doing good stuff, and he felt like he maybe gave him too much and never let him go through the struggles and the stuff that he's supposed to go through as a man. But I'm gonna also let you know what Romeo's issue is with his dad. Right after the video, right, that he made, that going through with his son, he got this about business up.
Somewhere. Started out their garage, started out their house, started from a small business. We got it, motivate oneself. Now I encourage you actually to think independently. You know why they can't stop us? Because we're not self-made, we God-made. We're on a mission to change the game. The more we make, the more we give. Get your Manyadis at Manyadi.com.
Okay, now, that's Master P promoting his Manyadi shoes. The shoes even break down to be money. Manyadi is M-O-N-E-Y Yadi. Okay, all right. He's promoting Snoop cereal with Snoop Dogg. You see, not to make fun of or clown Master P being about his business and all of this good stuff, but there comes a time when we have to set business to the side and focus on family issues. And that's what P is striving to do. He reached out to his son. He's not shunning and rejecting his sons, telling his son, get away, get out, you're grown, you're on your own, like how most parents in the hood or in our communities may do. I've been raised that way. You know, I got a homeboy down the street, his dad just kicked him out because his dad said, you grown, get out, get on your own, do your own thing. And I get it. I understand the logic behind that. But until you teach and educate your children on how to get out and how to sustain themselves while they're out, you have not done your part as a parent. And I'm not saying Master P hasn't done his part. I'm not saying no parent hasn't done their part, because we all know that parents don't know it all. I myself is a parent, right? And I don't know it all. But my heart goes out to my children so much, to even right now within my struggles and my needs and my time of need. I know that when I get on my feet and get where I'm going, my doors are always open to my kids. Even to this day, whatever I can scoundre up, right? Any finances or any wealth or anything that's valuable to me, I'll give to my kids. To this day. And back to the original post from Albert Spleen saying his mother still does everything for them to this day, and they're grown. That stuck out to me because that's in my heart. That's what I know. That's how I feel about my kids. And that's what I know everyone that has children that are parents or guardians or even a part of a village where kids are, you should feel the same way. Now, don't take my word for it. A lot of us are focused on our job. We're focused on money. We'll focus on success more than we are the well-beings of our family. And I know, I get it. You thinking about money and your business does help your family. Because how you going to take care of family with no money, man? You broke, you can't be broke. You know, that's the ideology that we have. That's the stuff that we spew to each other, right? But let me read to y'all something, because I'm coming to try to land this, strive to land this plane now. But the largest part of what's about to happen is what I'm about to read to you all. Y'all might not be privy to the Bible, to scriptures in the Bible. You may not even believe in the Bible. You may not believe in God. But take a moment to be attentive to these words and strive to heed to the warning and see whether you can identify the signs of the times that we're living in now, that the Bible was writing about. Listen to this. It says, and I'm getting this from Luke, y'all. I want to say Luke 12. Okay, I'm going to start with 12 and then I'm going to skip. It says, meanwhile, when a crowd of many thousands had gathered so that they were trampled on one another, Jesus began to speak first to his disciples, saying, be on your guard. Guard, like guardian, you got to watch things. You watch over things. The guard watch over things. A guardian watch over people. You know, that's what a guardian is, a good guardian. Okay. Be on your guard against the yeast of the Pharisees, which is hypocrisy. There is nothing canceled that will not be disclosed, or hidden that will not be made known. What you have said in the dark will be heard in the daylight, and what you have whispered in the ear in the inner rooms will be proclaimed from the rooftops. That means there's no such thing as a secret. All the secrets of the world are being revealed right now today before our eyes. So there's nothing hidden. So don't think your family business and the things you're going through is hidden or you're hiding. Now, I'm going to skip down. I'm going to skip all the way down to verse 13. And I want y'all to be very attentive to this. It says, the parable of the rich fool. This is the title of this section. The parable of the rich fool. That's why my caption says, guardians, for God's sake, do not wind up like the rich fool. And there's a reason why the rich fool wind up the way that he do in this good book. And there's a reason that the Bible tells you in this good book that a fool and his money shall soon part. If you're foolish, ignorant in life, or ignorant with money, you and your money shall soon part. Now, I'm going to read something and I want y'all to get this. All the parents that want to be better, all the kids that don't understand your parents in their parenting, understand this. Enter over and understand this. Someone in the crowd said to him, teacher, tell my brother to divide the inheritance with me. I'm going to read that again. Someone in the crowd said to him, teacher, tell my brother to divide the inheritance with me, which is the money, inheritance, the business, the family's, legacy, all that good stuff, the worldly wealth and gain, okay? Jesus replied, man who appointed me a judge or an arbiter between you. Man who appointed me a judge or an arbiter between you. Then he said to them, watch out, be on your guard. Guardians, watching over people, a guard, watch over things. Watch out, be on your guard, be observant against all kinds of greed. Watch out, be on guard against all kinds of greed. Life does not consist in an abundance of possessions. Life does not consist in the abundance of possessions. It's Christmas time. Everybody's in the time of receiving, want to receive gifts. But what about giving? It's a time of giving. And I want y'all to get this. Don't miss it. It says life does not consist in abundance in an abundance of possessions. Stop equating your life or the value of your life by how many worldly possessions that you've accumulated or money that you got stacked up. Pay attention. Master P, all these big time business people. Ye understands this. Ye, because Ye just made himself the sacrificial lamb and sacrificed it all of his money to show us the negligence that we're bestowing upon ourselves. We're overlooking ourselves for money. And know everything that Ye is doing, do I agree with or that he's right about? But what the man is doing is greater than anything that we have seen thus far. So let's get back to the good book. And he told them this parable. The ground of a certain rich man yielded the ground of a certain rich man yielded an abundant harvest. He thought to himself, what shall I do? I have no place to store my crops. He thought to himself, I have no place to store my crops. Then he said, this is what I'll do. I will tear down my barns and build bigger ones, and there I will store my surplus grain. And I'll say to myself, you have plenty of grain laid up for many years. Take life easy, eat, drink, and be merry. But God said to him, you fool, this very night your life will be demanded from you. Then who will get what you have prepared for yourself? This is how it will be with whoever stores up things for themselves, but is not rich toward God. Then Jesus said to the disciples, therefore I tell you, do not worry about your life, what you will eat, or about your body, what you will wear. For life is more than food, and the body more than clothes. Consider the ravens. They do not sow or reap. They have no storeroom or barn, yet God feeds them. And how much more valuable ye are than birds. Who of you by worrying can add a single hour to your life? Since you cannot do this very little thing, why do you worry about the rest? Consider how the wildflowers grow. They do not labor or spin. Yet I tell you, not even Solomon in his splendor was dressed like one of these. If that is how God clothed the grass of the field, which is here today and tomorrow is thrown into the fire, how much more will he clothe you? O ye of little faith, and do not set your heart on what you will eat or drink. Do not worry about it, for the pagan world runs after all such things. We are living in a pagan world, and it's running after all these such things: food, clothing, shelter, houses, cars, Tesla, Bitcoin, all this craziness, right? And we're neglecting family, love, togetherness, unity. Things have gotten in between these things, right? These ain't my words. This is from the basic instructions before leaving earth. Just pay close attention so you can get what you're missing. It says, for the pagan world runs after all these things, and your Father knows that ye need them. But seek his kingdom. Seek ye first the kingdom, and these things will be added to you as well. So if you seek first the kingdom of God, then all the stuff that you worry about will be added unto you. Where is the kingdom of God? The kingdom of God is within you. It's not nothing in the world. It ain't no money. It ain't no car. It ain't nothing like that. But if you seek ye first the kingdom of God, all the worldly possessions and your greatest desires will be added to you. That's what the good book is saying. So watch this now. Sell your possessions. Okay, do not be afraid. Do not be afraid, little flock, for your Father has been pleased to give you the kingdom. Sell your possessions and give to the poor. Provide purpose for yourself that will not wear out, and treasure in heaven that will never fail, where no thief comes near and no moth destroys. For where your treasure is, there your heart will be also. For where your treasure is, there your heart will be also. Your passion. The things that you treasure is your passion. If you treasure business, if you treasure money, if you treasure material possessions, cars, houses, and things of that nature, more than your loved ones and your family, your friends, your kids, you starting off wrong right there. Yes, we do need money in the system of in this world, in the system that's been placed upon it for us to get the things that we need. You know, money can connect us to the desires that we do have on this earth. But we should not, you know, for where your treasure is, there your heart will be also. If you put your passion into money, clothes, shelter, food, houses, and cars and stuff like that, that's where your heart will be. That's where your body will follow. They say, careful what you love. We're supposed to love people and use things. But in today's society, we have people doing it backwards, y'all. We're using people and loving things. We'll go so hard for the business at work and for the employer at work and do all of what they need for us to do, neglecting the family and the kids at home because we think that going to get the money is the best thing for the family. When time is the best thing that you can spend on your family. And I get it. I understand a lot of us don't have time when we're busy, when we're businessmen and women and having things to deal with so we can be prosperous in life with monetary gain and tangible things and material wealth and gain. But I'm seeing a lot of people, poor and rich, going through what this Bible verse is talking about. And this is the beginning of it, but I'm going to fast forward to the end and I'm going to bring this plane to a landing because I want y'all to understand this, man. I want y'all to get it. Hold on. Demanding for you. Then who will get, okay, hold on. Don't worry. I got to go to the part that I want y'all to get it. You see the cloud. Okay. All right. Okay. I have come to bring fire on earth. This is what, as a result of how we're acting and putting money before our well-being and before life and before our family and kids and putting our business before everything. Here's what the Most High said is happening because of it. I have come to bring fire on earth, and how I wish it were already kindled. But I have a baptism to undergo, and what constraints I am under until it is completed. Do you think I came to bring peace on earth? That's God asking the question. Jesus asking the question. Do you think I came to bring peace on earth? No, I tell you. He ain't came to bring peace, but division. From now on, there will be 5 in one family divided against each other. 3 against 2, and 2 against 3. They will be divided, father against son, and son against father, mother against daughter, and daughter against mother, mother-in-law against daughter-in-law, and daughter-in-law against mother-in-law. Interpreting the times is what this caption reads, and it says, he said to the crowd, when you see a cloud rising in the west, immediately you say, it's going to rain. And it does. So when we see that dark cloud in the sky, we know that's a warning or a sign that says rain is about to come, don't we? That's what the good book is saying, and it's true. We all know that to be true, whether you hypocritical and deny it or not, right? But watch this. Why? Okay. He said to the crowd, when we see a cloud rising in the west, immediately we say it's going to rain, and it does. And when the south wind blows, we say it's going to be hot, and it is. Hypocrites, you know how to interpret the appearance of the earth and the sky. How is it that you don't know how to interpret this present time? It's trying to tell us how to interpret the times that we're living in, the signs that are going on around us right now today that we should be able to interpret. Now watch this. Why don't you judge yourself what is right? Why don't you judge for yourself what is right? As you are going with your adversary to the magistrate, Try hard to be reconciled on the way, or your adversary may drag you off to the judge, and the judge turn you over to the officer, and the officer throw you into prison. I tell you, you will not get out until you have paid the last penny. Now, when we're in bondage and locked up in our ideologies of worldly possessions, money, marbles and chalk, houses, worldly possessions, Bitcoin, being the boss and having the most, all of this stuff, more so than we are togetherness, more so than we are living righteously amongst one another, doing what's best and being servants for the greater good of the earth and humanity on earth. That's our job while we're here. Not to be the biggest, richest person in the world. Because what profits a man that gains the wealth of the world but loses his own soul, just like the words in that book just was telling you? Why would you store up everything in a barn that you work so hard for here, only to die tomorrow and leave it to someone else? It's best to make best use out of the things that you accumulate in life, the money that you accumulate, the things, the tangible worldly possessions that you have. You're supposed to make better usage of these things, not storage of these things. The wealth of the unjust is stored up for the righteous. Everything that somebody out here does wrong, every time you neglect and overlook your family to get $1 and get where you're going, you will lose it. And your wealth and your money will go to the righteous people who are doing it right, who are loving family, putting family first, who are striving to be righteous before the riches. See, so this is, I want to show us right here that this is the issue that parents and their children, kids and the guardians, because every guardian that's watching over kids are not their biological parent, but you should be guardian enough to guard these kids, to instruct these kids, to advise these kids, to aid and help these kids, even if they're not under your jurisdiction. If you are part of the village where these kids are, if you are part of the community where a lot of these kids that we are complaining about shooting up stuff and being disrespectful, and we talking down on the kids, and Master P, I commend you for the way that you dealt with the adversity that your family is going through at this present time. I commend you on opening up your doors and saying, as your son being over 30, a grown-ass man with his own family, tell him, my doors are open, son, come and talk to me. Let's get together and figure it out, son. That's putting your priorities first. That's putting family first. And I want to commend Master P for that, because a lot of parents and guardians don't have that understood, and I get it. A lot of them don't know how, because the times that we living in, man, we need money. We need worldly things, is what the world makes us think. But I think our biggest problem right now today is most of us are focusing too much on money and the pursuit of it. We're not even focusing on what the righteous things to do with it. We're not even focusing on righteous ways to pursue it. We're pursuing the riches at any cost. We're putting our very lives in danger for wealth that's going to be here when our life is gone. I even did it to my own self. I put my very life in danger to take care of said that I was to take care of my kids and to help fund a music career for me by selling drugs. And I made good money. Did great things while it lasted. But the very decision I made to help my family became the very decision that hurted my family, because selling drugs took me away from my family. I could not spend the most valuablest thing that you can spend on your family at that time, which was time. I made the decision to make the choices to take me away from my children. But I thought I was doing what was best for my children because I was chasing a dollar amount. Money, marbles, and chalk. Business. Now, I'm not saying you should not be about your business, but family business is the most important business that you can ever be a part of. If you don't have a family, find you a village. Help in that village. Serve in that village. Put what matters first in that village. Kum fire kum in that village. That means be the change that you wish to see in that village. We have to be better examples for these kids or for our children or for the community because we all learn always doing something we ain't got no business. Like this right here. These Doritos, I went viral, got hundreds of millions of views holding Doritos. Doritos ain't gave me a dime yet. And all money ain't good money, but watch this. Even the eating of these Doritos, because I eat them sometimes. Now, in my mind, I know I ain't got no business indulging in these Doritos, processed foods, chips. But here's what we would do. I would come on here with the Doritos, eating them anyway. I would be hypocritical and say, I ain't got no business eating these Doritos. They ain't good for me, y'all. I know I'm supposed to be on my frugivore diet, but sometimes I can cheat. You know, sometimes it's okay to eat the Doritos. Sometimes don't do as I do. Do as I say. These things is bad for you. Don't eat them. They bad for you. But you see how hypocritical that is? Kids don't do what we tell them to do. They don't do as we say. They do as we do. So we should lead by example. If we want kids to live right and to do right, we should be living right and doing right and being that example for them. And as a result of that, if we're not living right and doing right around them, and if we're doing wrong and being an example of unrighteousness around them, they're going to pick up on it as sure as shit stinks. And you can't blame them. As parents or as guardians, you cannot blame the children. Because we have to teach them better. Shots out and salutes to Master P for welcoming and opening your doors to your son, saying, come in, much like the prodigal son. You're not resisting him and shunning him like most parents in the hood do. Granted, you got wealth and a big house and a nice house that you can welcome him in. And some parents don't have what they feel like they need. But your kids are entitled to anything you got. I don't care how old they are, whatever. These are your kids. This is your family. This is your village. And it's your responsibility. And you cannot neglect your responsibility. I don't give a damn how old they get. I'm a father too. This same message applies to me. I got kids that I'm a grown man. My kids are grown. My baby boy is 18 years old going on 19. And if I took on the beliefs systems of my upbringings, I would tell my kids I ain't got to do nothing else for their ass because they 18 and grown. That I don't want to because you're on your own. But that's ignorance. That's ignorance. And the parents that is pushing this ignorance onto the kids, you're defiling them. You're leading them astray. And you're selling them out. It's like you're using that as an excuse to take your hands off of your responsibility. And we have to know as parents and as guardians and as visitors and people in the village that it takes to raise these kids. These kids are always our responsibility for as long as we shall live. As long as we're living. Don't neglect your responsibilities for as long as you're living. For when you do, you're going to experience the things in that book that the Bible was just talking about. Mothers going against daughters, sons going against fathers, 5 in the home divided against each other, 3 against 2 and 2 against 3. Aren't we all looking at that right now as we open up our eyes? If we'll tell the truth, in the beginning of that scriptures, it was saying things that goes on in the dark will come to the light. Things that will be that are hidden will be exposed. We can't hide, y'all. And if you think you hiding, look at Master P. When I went through what I went through with my mom and I was going through all that, everybody was talking trash about me. Boy, you doing all that, you putting all that on the social media. Now look at celebrities who's millionaires, got psychologists and counselors and all these people around them and money to do what they need to do, and they doing the same thing. Now I'm not here to clown them. Sometimes when you don't know what to do, you have to send out smoke signals, Morse codes. You have to send out all kind of whatever you can send out to get the attention of someone who is a blue dot alignment, meaning someone who is connected with God, who has the heart to assist you in your time of need. You got to do whatever you got to do. And at the time I was doing that, when I was going through what I was going through with my mom, I didn't know which way to turn. I was depressed, stressed. I was contemplating suicide and didn't even know how to do it because I'm too scared to do it. But I wanted to not be here. I wanted to not be a burden or be a patch of shit in my mother's world. I did not want to be the thorn in her side on this earth anymore. I want to relieve her of the things that I thought I was causing on her. So parents, be careful how you reject and shun your children. Be careful how you take your hands off of your responsibilities too early. Being your main responsibility being your kids, your family. Be mindful of this. Because family is some of the toughest work you're going to go through in life. Fixing it and getting it together. And you should never turn your back on family. Never. Shouts out again to Master P on how you handling that. Open up your doors to your son. Romeo, go talk to your dad, man. You got to peel back the scab. It may hurt. But y'all got to put the time in, bro. The same time y'all put in to cause the disruption is what y'all got to put in to cause the correction. Don't fault your daddy, Romeo. He don't have all the answers. Parents don't have all the answers. But you and him together can sit down and come up with solutions. Don't dwell on too much on the problem. Parents, stop making your kids your problem. Kids, stop making your parents your problem. Which, in the kid's case, the kids are the parents' responsibility. So in some cases, when you see a problem child out in community shooting things up or going through all the craziness that we see going on in our communities, you can't blame nobody but the parents or the upbringing of the children, the guardians, the environment, the society that the kid grew up in. A tree is only as strong as its roots. So we have to get to the root of these issues and these problems. And the root of our issues in the black community today is we'll focus more on business, money, and success than we are our kids, our family, and spending time. And living righteously. Not buying money and living abundantly, but living the right way. A lot of things we do in life, we're doing it wrong. We don't know what we're doing, but we still do it the wrong way, and that's ignorance. But I feel like if we learn that we're doing things the wrong way and we figure out that we're doing it wrong, we should correct it. Figure out the solution, correct it, and get it right. Repent means to turn from the wrong way and go the right way. And until we do that, we're going to experience a lot of the stuff that this Bible was warning us about. And I read that to y'all because I find it to be no less than amazing that the Bible's writing scriptures hundreds and hundreds of years ago that pertains to our life right now, today, in this current time. Take heed to the time, heed to the signs of the times, y'all, so that we can do better in our villages, better in our communities, better in our families, and better to our children. And therefore, when we raise better children, we'll have better pillars in the community if the parents, us parents, do our jobs properly. And I started this video with my partner, Albert Spleen's mother, saying that his mother still do everything that she can for them, and they grown. It's that spirit. It's that perspective and perception. If we had that, if most all parents had that, this very world that we live in would be a better place. We have to stop putting things before our family. Family is first. And until we realize that, we're going to be going straight in the same direction that we're headed in now in this world, the direction of disruption, corruption, division. We're not going to get it right until we focus on having an agape love, an understanding of unity, togetherness, and harmony for the greater good of humanity in this earth. I just wanted to say that because there's no better way for me to put it. Parents ain't always right, and we know we can always talk about how the kids don't know something. We know children don't know. It's our job to teach them. But until you put in the appropriate time, instructions, advice, and knowledge and aiding, you ain't got no room to talk. And even if you was the person to instruct, advise, and aid these kids, and they ain't getting it right, it's your fault. It's something you ain't doing right. So, hey, I'm somebody's child, and I'm somebody's parent. So this message applies to me more so than anybody out there. I'm learning from, taking heed to what I'm saying and learning from my own message because I'm not perfect. But for God's sakes, do not shoot the messenger. Just receive the message and strive to do better in your community, in your family, to your children, to the people that you're guardians over. And kum fire kum, be the change that you wish to see in this world to be a better place. I'm going to get on up off here, y'all. Once again, I am the homie No Cash. Now I'm going to sign this thing on off with a big 10-4. Over and out. Peace and love. I want y'all to know, stay well and be blessed. And remember, this too shall pass, but the best is yet to come. Right now is holiday spirit, Kwanzaa, Christmas. It's another one too. But this is a time of familyness and togetherness, y'all. Let's don't let the devil or negative energy or distractions get in between us this year. Going into the new year, although new year don't start until March, you got good practice right now, January, February, to get yourself together for March. And let's do it for the greater good of humanity. Be a better servant. Be the best servant you can be for your community, for your family, for your village, for your kids. And I guarantee you the very world that we living in will be a better place. Y'all be good. Peace and love.